Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who in the hell was that?
Jin?
Oh, that's your friend.
Yeah, that's my friend. I just
like,
invited her.
oh.
I'm texting her to tell her what to do, and she's already like popped in.
That's amazing,
gung-ho,
actually.
man.
That's amazing.
She's a baby doll.
Welcome back, everybody.
I just imagine her coming in when all of us are just like, I'm tired of these frogs.
Freaking froggy.
She's like, what did I just walk in?
Yes. Welcome back, everyone, to the Lost Depths of Phandelver. I hope everyone had a great holiday and a good week.
It was okay.
It was a holiday.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
In Cambodia.
It was quite nice, honestly.
Oh, there you go. That is cool.
Barely escaping the collapsing underground caverns beneath the now deceased Trebre's home, and having their first attempt at rest interrupted by foul-stench beasts and mysterious specters, our party could finally settle down to camp. As the party woke, D1 had devised a plan to stash the highly sought-after amulet that they had acquired before inevitably having to reunite with Brix's mob boss. With it being too dicey to have Brix aware that the amulet was still in their possession, D1 petitioned that he would disguise himself and get a head start to inconspicuously bring the concealed wizard's corpse into town, having Ronan, Griff, and Brandy follow later with Brix. Storing Trebre's body along with the Maul of Athazar in a room at the inn, D1 quickly headed to the docks to hide the amulet inside the rowboat, engaging in an awkward encounter with the very drunkard dockmaster in the process. Meeting back up with the group as they approached the inn, they all headed in for a drink with Griffin, indulging in a very strong specialty that the new and unfamiliar bartender had recommended.
Oh, yeah.
With a few other patrons lurking in the bar, Ronan, Brandy, and D1 opted to go upstairs to rifle through the findings of the adventure they had partaken. And that's where we're going to begin this evening.
I was trying to drop gay chemicals.
I mean, that's some very specific artwork you're going for.
I didn't get the fucking pour over.
Actually, for gay chemicals, that was pretty good.
Hell yeah. I'll take
You
it.
just
High
put the little
praise.
arrow or the plus on the end of the chemical chains.
All right. So, we're going to start with our good friend Griff at the bar here.
Hell yeah.
Getting
Yeah,
wasted
do it.
before noon.
So,
Ricky
Griff,
Rick.
as we sit here, enjoying the warmth by the kind of near the fire, the cooking pit, if you will, you can smell kind of a stew lofting in the air here all around you. It's pleasant, Griff. It's unlike the smells and the stenches that you've come to know over the past week of being here thus far, being mostly the smells of damp mold infested caves and just moist, gross
Expired fruits.
areas. Yeah, expired fruits. So the smells that you have come to know in this place, this is quite soothing as you kind of sit here with your drink in front of you, reminiscing, Griff, of the traumatic experiences that you've encountered here within the vicious trials of Athazar. In certain occasions, you're remembering the fire as it shoots from the wall as a trap kind of springs forth, and you barely missing it, or the lava-filled hallway that you kind of find yourself quickly navigating through. You kind of sit here, and you look to your right, and you see Brix, kind of with kind of his head, his palm kind of on his forehead, kind of rubbing a little bit, kind of looking at the dirt around his eyes and his ears as he kind of picks up the mug in front of him and begins to take a big old chug of it, and he looks over at you, Griff. Quite the experience, as he kind of rubs his face.
Yeah, we fucking barely made it out of that one. But at least we can survive another day to grab another grog. I'm gonna be just like fucking heavily slurring my words. Like fucking
Yeah.
almost tipping over.
So, I have to ask, what did you all see down there? I didn't get a chance to go through Trebray's belongings before we had to take a trip down into the hole in his basement. What did you see? You had to have seen wondrous things, I'd imagine.
Well, it wasn't wondrous, it's more dangerous. We were lucky to escape with our lives back there.
How so?
It seemed like we
If you don't mind
fought
me asking.
the old incarnation of a once king called Asthazar. If that name ever rings a bell. Yeah, I'm calling him Asthazar.
Athazar. Yeah, there isn't much known of Athazar. The boss mentioned him a couple of times in passing, but he always was very vague about details and kept to himself. You see those halflings in the corner over there? They keep looking over here in our direction. I wonder what their business is here.
Those short little motherfuckers want to fight?
I don't think so. They just appear. I don't know. Could be nothing. As he takes another swig.
Well, we can move closer and see if we can hear what they're talking about. I'd love to grab a fucking bowl of the stew here.
It does smells good. Be nice to get an actual meal, wouldn't it?
It would fucking pair well with this drink here.
Barkeep, we'd like some of that stew, if we could. He kind of comes over in your direction. That's two then, I take it. He kind of looks in your direction, Griff.
Yeah, I'll drunkenly nod and raise my glass.
He kind of goes over, kind of makes his way over to the stew here, and kind of spoons out a couple of bowls full and puts them in front of you.
Hell yeah. I'll summon
take,
my ghost hands and pick up my bowl.
That'll be 6 copper, please. You can give it to me then when you're all settled.
6 copper. I'll take out a silver and drop it on the table. Just
I
like to say,
appreciate that. Mighty
thank you for the
kind of you.
drinks
Of course.
and the food.
You kind of sorry.
I think I will just grab my bowl and like drunkenly lean over to Bricks and be like, you wanna grab a table closer to those friggin' halflings?
Yeah, let's see.
Little
If
half
we can.
pints.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Well, fuck it. I'll try not to stumble as I walk on over
Nice.
there.
Well, you rolled like a champ with your cons last game, so.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Good shit. Yeah, I'll just fucking drunkenly sit down and start bullshitting
Perfect.
to Bricks about the
Yeah.
horrible shit that we saw down there.
Yeah.
Won't mention
perfect.
anything about the treasure though. None of that.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. So if you don't mind me asking, like, what, because I don't want to, I don't want to give you too much,
Yeah.
but so just kind of like the trials, as you kind of sit here and kind of go over like the door in the beginning where you had to kind of give the door a shame in order to pass through to show
just
kind of
gonna
a
tell him.
humbleness.
All the way up to the lava, pretty much that we fought faced a series of deadly booby traps. I'm not really gonna mention anything about the fight with Athazar himself. I'm
Okay.
just gonna pretty much see how much he knows about Athazar in general. How much the boss
Perfect.
has told him.
Yeah, perfect. All right. And as we do this, Griff, we're gonna come back, but we're gonna go upstairs now.
I'm
Just
so
for a
drunk I won't remember it anyway.
All right.
Peach flavored liqueur.
All right. So I would like to go upstairs now to our friends in the room with the pile of treasure piled. As you dump out the bag of treasure D1 in front of you here, it begins to become very evident very quickly of how large the pile here begins to accumulate. It is quite large, as I kind of gave you a nice visual here.
Those bags are holding.
And I will give you the floor.
Yeah, I think we'll just start picking through it all here. As we pick through it, I'm gonna start identifying.
All right. So you want to do? So you want a ritual? And
Yeah.
How many, so tell me. So just to save time and stuff, because we actually off screen kind of went through some of this already, so that it wouldn't take so long.
We did kind of.
So I'll tell you what. The best thing to do, I was thinking about this, would be, let me just start up here. All right. We're going to start with, well, you're identifying, correct? You're everything that's blue.
Yeah. Yeah, everything that we marked with yeah, we sort of marked what all identifies to speed it up a bit, yeah.
Perfect. I actually forgot to tell you this one.
Plus, there'll be a couple other things I see here that we didn't mark, but that's okay. We'll get to those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so if you don't mind, that's what we'll do. So I'll just assume that everything that you marked here, and for anybody who's watching, we have a bag of holding channel in our Discord server here, which is where we have everything written. And he marked everything that he wants to put in to be identified. So what we're doing is we're going to throw all those items in a pile, D1, and we're going to take the time in game, which would be, I think we equated it to like 45 minutes or something. How long did we see?
3 hours.
Oh, 3 hours. What was
Yeah.
way off? What did I have here for 45 minutes, I wonder?
At 10 minutes.
Who
Yeah,
knows?
it's a lot of stuff. So at 11,
A lot
I
of
think
stuff.
it's 11 minutes each, if I remember correct.
Okay.
Yeah, 11 minutes per item.
Sweet. So what we're gonna do then is we're gonna have you take your time up here, D1, and do this. Brandy and Ronan, is there anything that you guys would like to do in the span of well, this is gonna be a pretty large chunk of time. It's really up to you if you want to wander the town and such, but I do advise, in this one case, this is the only time I'll probably ever say it in the game, I advise caution. You are still perceived as something of a threat until you talk to the boss.
Okay, well,
With
while
that
I'm
being said-
identifying, I can look at them and go, we still got like this one thing here, beads of refreshment,
Yep.
horn of silent alarm, orb of time, orb of direction, candle of the deep, charlatan's die, veteran's cane. Does anybody want those?
Do we?
I'm gonna
know
tell.
what they do.
I'm gonna tell them to just sort of look through the pile on the floor, i.e. the
Oh.
list in Discord.
Yep. So
And
Brandy and Ronan and
I'm not there.
D1, unfortunately, at the moment right now, are in the room, but
Yeah.
you'll be able to talk to them later and stuff, Griff, when you guys all meet back up and all that.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe just put like a little smiley face emoticon on anything that you think you might want to keep.
There you go. That's perfect. And in the meantime, Ronan and Brandy, if you guys don't mind, for the sake of expediency, what we'll do is I'm going to go back. We'll go back down to if I could talk, we'll go back down to Griff for just a bit. And if you guys want to do anything within the tavern here, we can do some stuff. But then I'll say at that point, we'll just speed it up and say and get through it quick, so we don't have to sit here.
Yeah. Another quick thing, DM, is so it's still a pig in the room, but that would now be
Yes, that is
a
now
body covered in
a corpse and a very large maul. Yeah,
covered in a bedspread.
yeah, covered in a bedspread.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, so I guess I'll just go through Brandy and Ronan. Is there anything in particular? Like, otherwise, we'll just wait and say that you guys are hanging out in the room here, maybe resting a bit, perhaps having conversation, which is fine.
I feel like at some point I'd probably go get a bowl of soup.
Okay, that's totally perfect. Do you come back up?
Yeah.
Okay, so you too, Brandy?
Yeah, I think so.
Kind of go down, get some soup, come back up. Okay, if everybody is okay with that, that's what we'll do. Just because I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time on the 3 hours, which
Yeah.
it's kind of a flaw on my part to kind of for that to be a thing. But so this is kind of my fix. All right, let me just go back down to Griff here for a little bit. We're gonna go. We're gonna have some fun, Griff. In the moment here, as you kind of sit here. Music's all messed up tonight, you guys.
Yeah, I liked the bar music, man.
All right, nice. All right, as you sit here, Griff, going over like the trials, and being sure to leave out certain aspects of it, I would like you, Griff, to roll a Constitution check for me, please, as you tell the story. Let's see if you tell a little too much in your drunken state.
I knew it. No fuck.
A 15 is not bad, Griff. As you begin to tell the story of the first trial, just beyond the door of shame, where you had to reveal a somewhat humble moment of your life, or rather a shameful moment of your life where you were made to feel humble for a moment, and proceeded on into a room that had a very large kind of dragon head mounted atop the door, with the nostrils quite big for room for you to put your arms up in, be vulnerable. And then further on, the hallway with traps leading to kind of a stage with puppets set up in a very odd kind of puzzle laid out in front of you, which
I forgot about that.
yeah, which you
same.
solved, and you proceeded on into a kind of a very large tomb where the door kind of seemed to have disappeared behind you, leaving you kind of trapped into this giant tomb where you had to kind of figure out what the book in front of you on a pedestal was trying to tell you, figure out what the riddles meant as you kind of fought waves of ghouls and such, until you were able to finally escape that room and were met with a giant vault door, which in this case, Griff, you tell you tell Brix that you were unable to open the vault door, which was clearly a lie. And in this case, Griff, if you want to tell any more of the story, I'll go ahead and let you do it. Otherwise, I'll just keep going here.
Honestly, I'm like drawing a blank on a lot of it.
It's okay. I'm just more or less reviewing for you.
No, you're good, man. Yeah, trust me, if I could recall a lot, I would, and I'd give it some flavor here.
Ah, no, it's okay. I knew you were. It's all good, man. Just let me know if I'm like stepping on you or whatever, so that I don't, because I don't want to step on you. All right.
Not at all. You're the host here.
Well, it's kind of your moment. So, so you're kind of going over it with Brix, and you kind of leave out the fact that you made your way into the collection where you found amazing treasures of immense value, but you also were met with some creature that found its way in there and grew over the time it was in there.
I'll be telling him of the fierce fucking battles that we fought against the skeletons and their leader and shit, and I'll be like, I guess to fucking divulge a little too much, I'll be like lean over to him and be like, yeah, I was very distracted by Anula's ass.
I love you, Griff.
Oh my god.
Those hind quarters.
And then, yeah, I'll
Haunches.
just finish my drink there. Yeah. And be like,
Oh,
what are these
perfect.
fucking halflings up to?
They seem to be sipping. As you begin to, you're listening. As you're telling the story, Griff. You see that Briggs is listening, but he is also kind of. You see his eyes every once in a
Disturbed.
while. They kind of go to the right and the left as he's kind of his ears twitch just ever so slightly as you see them. They're pointed. He's clearly an elf or a half elf of some sort, from what you can tell, and he's
I thought
pointing
he
in
said he was a
listening.
wood elf.
That's what he said he was. Yes.
Ah.
Yes. So so as he sits here, Griff, with your just your story and telling him of your endeavors here, you get up to the hallway of lava, and just in this moment, oh, look at that, Brix begins to lean into you a little, and he says,
Kink.
haha,
God damn.
and he licks your ear. I'm just playing. And he says,
2023. I guess I'm getting married to Briggs, good.
romance.
Yeah.
And he says, he leans in close. He says, I think they're trying to eavesdrop. I heard the one say something about delegation. They must be here, waiting on somebody. Maybe the boss. Or maybe their friends are in to see the boss and they're waiting on them. I don't know. I couldn't quite make it out. It's something like that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep describing Anula's
Perfect.
fine fat ass.
And he's totally interested. His eyes get kind of big a little, and he's like, "Wait a minute. You mean, wait, who's Enola? Should I know?"
You've seen my fairy friend, my
Tails is just
intangible lady.
I don't know if he has.
No, I don't think he has. I don't think he's.
I guess
Or if he has,
saw her
he-
in a different form.
He saw her in a different form. So, yeah,
Just
he's
tell
he's
her it's
being
a woman who is intangible. My
Tangible.
shadowy fucking feminine figure who appears when I need her the most.
Wait, she just appears?
She's always by my side here.
Always by your side. Ah, so cryptid friend, I have to learn how to speak this language that you. Always by your side.
I'm sure you travel with us enough. You'll definitely you'll see her one day.
Yeah, I'd like
Maybe
to
not
meet her.
touch her though. God damn it.
I love you, man.
She's like my shadow.
It's like-
Always
Alright.
there, but never in reach.
Oh, nice. As he kind of stands here, or as you both sit here, continuing to that's right.
Yes.
You both
Just want
sit
them
here,
to
continue-
eavesdrop on that.
Yeah. You both tell the story. We find ourselves kind of sitting here going over a good amount of time. And Griff, you see Brandy and Roden kind of come down in this moment. And they kind of they see where you and Brick kind of sitting down, and they kind of see the halflings behind you, and they seem like they might have an idea what you. They kind of give you a nod, I'm assuming, as they get their stew, and they head right back upstairs without any interaction with really anybody. As the conversation continues.
I guess I can talk a little bit of shit about the boss. Try and get their attention that way.
That's brilliant. So you wanna start to bring up conversation about the boss to see if they see if they listen. Are you
just
trying to
bring
give
up
them
the,
like false information? Or are you trying to like feed them with like?
I am just gonna bring up the memory of the time we were in the boss's pit, and bested all of his fighters that he threw at us. Just start fucking
nice.
gloating about it. Like,
That's
yeah,
awesome,
boss ain't
actually.
shit.
That's amazing. So you begin to tell the story about about how you kind of proved yourself in the pit in front of the boss.
Slayed.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
this is
blood
perfect.
was everywhere.
Oh
Nothing
my
can touch
God.
us.
It's freaking so good roll. There's a great roll. As they both kind of, as Griff, you kind of you visually see them just kind of move in a little bit closer to the edge of the table, so they can hear just a little bit more.
And I'll be all drunk, like, boasting and shit.
Yeah, and then just about this time, our good friend Fallon makes his way back over towards you and offers you more drinks.
Oh yeah,
Would you like more
I'll
drinks?
be reaching into my pocket with my ghost hand.
Okay.
I'll flip up an entire gold piece.
Oh,
Just
okay.
say, rounds on me for everyone here.
For everyone here. Oh,
One round for everyone.
that's kind. That's kind of you, sir. As kind of
slap it on the table.
As Fallon kind of takes a step back and says, everyone, can I have your attention? This gentleman right here just bought a round on the house. As like the halflings behind you begin to, they kind of stop and they look over in your direction. They kind of look at each other and then they look back in your direction and they lift their mug to you, Griff.
Yeah, I'll just raise my glass at them, very drunkenly.
Yeah, sure. And Brix turns around and raises it as well. Perfect. You all have a drink in front of you, including the drunk, passed out drunk over in the corner. He has a drink sitting in front of him too, which he is not drinking anytime soon, from what it seems. As you both take a drink, Griff, go ahead and make a con check for me, please.
Oh lordy. Boom.
Nice.
What the fuck are the odds of that? Okay.
It's really good. As you kind of start to sip away, absolutely beautiful flavor, nice and aged, Griff. Just nice and strong. As you just begin to continue to sit here and discuss your trip with Brix very discreetly, seemingly, as we kind of make our way back down in this time to our, so rather upstairs, back to our three who are in the middle of trying to figure out exactly what they have here in front of them. And in this moment, this is like the total wrong music for this. And I'm sorry for that. So is that... There we go. There we go. All right. I would like to give you the floor. It's D1. I almost called you Sato. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I almost did it. All right.
Soon there's gonna be a third name.
I know.
Yeah, which will make
gonna
it
be
much
another
less
one to remember.
confusing.
Oh, Lord. All right. As you kind of sit up here in your room, the magic's kind of twinkling in front of you, D1, as you kind of begin to, or you continue this exhausting, for anyone else seemingly, 3-hour meditation, rather, if you will, this kind of ritual where you're kind of discovering magical qualities of the pile of items laid out in front of you here.
Nice.
Ronan and Brandy, as you kind of continue to kind of watch D1 kind of doing his thing. Ronan with you kind of sitting next to the door, sure to be there first if in the case.
Oh yeah,
of
I'm leaning up
trouble.
against it.
Yeah, this perfect. And Brandy, you really kind of close to the other side here, kind of against the wall, with your flask next to you, and your kind of empty stew bottle. Now
Yes.
the stew in your belly, nice and full. After many, many days of not having a great meal, you feel so good. You both do. D1, let us begin our magic endeavors, friend.
Nice.
As we start here, the first thing is I'm gonna give you any cards that I have. I'm just gonna give you. Is that good? And then you can decide whether or not you want to share it.
Actually,
Or do
just
you
put
want me
them.
to
Yeah, you can put them all in.
just put them in?
Story character info. Yeah,
Okay, we'll do
I
that.
think so.
Ooh, item cards.
I have a couple. I didn't go crazy because there's so many. So what we're gonna do is get your pencil out or your paper out, Sato. Or D1. Um,
Whoever the hell you are.
whatever the hell you are.
One of those. What is it? One of those.
One of those.
Who the
So
hell
we're
am
gonna
I?
start with the we're gonna start with the black marble dragon statue, D1.
Gotcha.
Which you see is a beautiful looks carved dragon statue made out of seemingly marble. It is beautiful. And it has some weight to it. Something very very odd about it. It seems to illuminate kind of an intense orange light. It comes in waves. In the beginning, you see it's like a 5 foot radius, and then it goes out to like a 20 foot radius, and then it goes back to a 5, and then it kind of shoots out to a 10. It's very erratic. There's power stored in this D1. It's hard to know exactly what, but it seems as though this is some kind of catalyst, some kind of storing object for a magic of sorts.
Ooh, interesting.
I do not have a card for you on that. So for the you will find out soon, I promise. But for the time, just leave it as it is, if you don't mind, unless you
Okay.
want to put some notes beside it or whatever.
Yeah, no, I think I got that.
All right, next, 2 skulls, which you don't have on the list, but we're gonna do anyway because I
Okay.
messed up and didn't tell you.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna put it in story character info.
Gotcha.
You guys ready? All right.
Ooh, yeah.
This should be fun. All right. As you place your hands on the skulls, D1, you notice an incredible magical property about them. I'll let you read it there for a second.
Okay, so you can talk to them.
They seem to be a pair of enchanted skulls that almost hash things out if given a certain topic. It's almost like a problem-solving duo.
Okay, so that's cool.
The only problem, D1, is the magics are so unknown, aside from the 3 that you see there listed, that the only thing that you gather from this is awaken with mirrored creator. It's the only thing you get.
Awakened with creator mirror.
Awakened with mirrored creator.
Oh, awakened with mirror.
It's written on the bottom there. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, we'll definitely keep that in mind. I'll let Brandy and Griff know. As I identify it, I'll explain everything to Brandy and Griff that are sitting here.
Yeah.
Am I with you?
Sorry, Brandy and Ronan, sorry.
I'm like,
And Bitters is up here, yeah. Not that Bitters cares, but he might.
just hoots at you.
All right. And so, as we continue here, D1, you kind of, as you kind of put the skulls to the side, we come to the 20 small stone figurines in pouches, which did we change stuff? Maybe not. I don't think so. Illuminated mace. Just bear with me for 1 second here. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. I had something written down just a little bit wrong, but I'm good now. Okay. As you kind of open the pouch here, you see there are about 20 small stone figurines, D1, in the pouch here. You can see, now that you got a good look at them, there are horses. There's a couple of towers, a couple of ones that look like swords. a couple of ones that look like a rock with a spear on top of it. From what you can tell, these are some sort of set that goes with a kind of a battle map. Like if a king were to plan out a strategy in the area of conquering or defending his land, he might use a very large map, like a table, as a map, and these would be the pieces where he
So
would
like the
lay it out on the
Game of
table.
Thrones
Yeah.
war table. Yes, God.
Yeah, like a war table. Yeah, these are like
Yeah.
the pieces. They're very, very elegantly carved. I mean, from what you can tell, these probably are many hundreds of years old. It's hard to say, but you could see that there was some absolute care put into carving these. They're beautiful.
Okay, but nothing magical about them.
Nothing magical about them. No.
Okay.
I thought it was a weird set of voodoo dolls.
All right. So as we move on here, we come to a shredded magic cloak, D1, and you remember Ronan kind of a moment where Ronan kind of took a piece off of it, to put it nicely. And after spending some time with it here, you realize this is actually a pretty powerful cloak, but it has a downside to it, D1. It is a +1 to stealth checks, but a -2 to charisma while wearing.
Interesting.
If you want to write that down. Seems to be some holes in the bottom of it. Okay. Are you ready for the next?
Yeah.
Okay. I have shredded leather armor, or sorry, studded leather. What the hell am I doing here?
Pulled pork.
Oh, sorry. Small chest of leaf coin. D1. Which,
Yes.
to your eyes, you could tell immediately that they're not magic. They're of elven there's some kind of elven currency, from what you could tell here. And there's a note in the very bottom of the chest that you didn't notice before. It's in Elvish. It's hard to say, like, what clan, tribe. It is definitely wood elf. With from the little the little details of the letters and the way that they curve and kind of pinch off and such. It's very mysterious to you. The chest is beautiful as well. The small chest that these are kept in. There's probably maybe 50. You could probably say this is probably 50 gold worth of coins.
Okay.
They are made out of gold. So technically they are gold pieces.
Gold pieces of gold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, we're good.
All right. Sorry, I'm kind of rushing through this, huh? As we go through, you notice the next piece here in front of you is a very large D1 studded piece of studded leather armor. It's really large, but because you've spent the time here with it, that it's deceptive. It seems big and floppy and oversized until one puts the armor on, at which point the armor then becomes snug to the body, kind of self-fitting, if you will. It gives the wearer +2 to stealth checks with advantage, but at a cost of -5 constitution while wearing.
Gross.
If worn more than 10, I should have made you a card for this, and I'm sorry I didn't. If worn more than 10 minutes, you cannot remove it without destroying it.
Okay.
There's also another caveat, D1.
So
Every
it's
day
just
at-
like a condom.
God
God damn.
my God. Every day at dawn, D1, roll a 1d10 and take the damage if you're wearing it.
Oh wow.
So there's a couple of really bad things about this particular piece.
Worn for longer than how long?
10 minutes.
Threw that one in the burn pile.
But from what you can tell, the magics radiating off of this D1 are quite impressive. Almost wild in a way. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll move on here.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go ahead.
All right, perfect. Next on the list, D1 is 2 longswords. They're 2 +1 longswords, which, as you know, on watch, while wielding these on watch during a long rest, you have advantage on perception checks. Unfortunately, these require a certain level of overconfidence, and as such, you lose -2 to passive perception all the time, and you get disadvantage on acrobatics and dexterity checks.
Ooh, okay, hang on. 2 longswords +1 on watch.
Advantage on
And
perception.
on perception checks. Okay.
Yep. And on all the time, if you have them, it's -2 to passive perception, and disadvantage on acrobatics and dex. And you could feel the weight in the swords, D1, as you kind of pick them up here. They're quite heavy until you like wield them both, and then you realize they're pretty light.
Okay. Disadvantage to dex and
Disadvantage on acrobatics and dex. So just dex checks, basically.
gotcha.
All right. I'm sorry, you're writing down a lot of stuff tonight, man. I'm sorry I'm doing this to you.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll need it up later.
The next on the list is a brash gem, and it's just as described because I didn't really have any other way. It's almost like a brushed dull surface, almost like a brass or an aluminum, but a brass color. It weighs about a pound, D1, and it's really hard to tell whether this is. At first, I will say it was really hard to tell whether this was an egg or some kind of a device, or possibly a stone of some sort that is just possibly currently storing some kind of spell.
Okay. I can't tell what spell it would be, though.
It is definitely a storing stone, D1. You just don't know what spell is in it currently. You can cast it if you'd like.
No, I won't for now, but yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't
sure?
do that inside.
I'll tell you what, D1, as you begin to concentrate even more, roll a let me see, what are you proficient in more, perception or investigation?
Ooh, probably investigation. Let me check.
Yeah, roll an investigation check for me.
Okay.
Give you a little bit more. I feel like a jerk.
Gotcha. Investigation.
Oh, that's super good.
There you go.
Upon further inspection, you can tell that within the storing stone right now, it contains the light spell. So it's nothing special.
Okay.
It is a storing stone, and it has the capability of storing 1 spell of any level for any amount of time.
Oh, any level.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah. It does not require attunement.
I might have interest in that.
So you can pass that fucker around during combat. I mean, there's all kinds of cool stuff you can do with it. All right. And currently it is holding the light spell.
Gotcha.
All right. You moving on?
Yep.
Okay, sorry guys. I'm gonna flip back down to Griff here in just a moment because there's a lot. So I should have did this with you out of the game, bro, for real.
Well, it's
I
good
don't
for
know
everybody
why.
to know what it is, because everybody's
That's true.
gotta know if anybody here wants any of this stuff, right?
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. A lot of this came
Always
from the
better to do it
collection.
in-game.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of it's from the collection, so a lot of it has some kind of weird sides. I will say this: there are ways to get rid of some of the negative effects. So just have that in the back of your mind. All right. The next piece is we have written as a fancy radiating breastplate. If you guys remember, it has the gold filigree on it, light blue runic symbols inside. As you know it, 19 Constitution while wearing it. If you decide to wear it, your Constitution is set to 19. And if you choose, you can radiate up to 10 feet of light. However, it is a curse and being such once donned, you become a beacon of blue light that radiates across planes and attracting unwanted curious spirits to your position. Upon my request, you're going to have to roll a 1d20 for your attraction to see what you attract. A 1 to 10 to choose the downside of the next roll. So basically, that's going to mean all kinds of bad stuff. Removing the breastplate requires you to destroy it. It's beautiful, though. And I can tell you, for the sake of D1, because you've spent so much time doing this, this breastplate is probably going to fetch quite the amount of gold if you choose to sell it to the right person, to the proper unsuspecting person.
Would that be considered medium or heavy armor?
Heavy.
Okay.
No, breastplate is medium.
Is it medium?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's,
My bad.
Second highest of medium.
I thought it was, yeah. Nice. All right, D1, we're going to go ahead and move on here. Golden cat statue with emerald eyes.
Yeah,
I want it. No.
So this is something, D1. You've never seen anything quite like this before. This is, as you begin to touch the back of the cat statue, you begin to get a vision, D1. You see a room. Immediately, almost instantly, you just see a room. The room is dimly lit, maybe by a beam of sunlight or something shining through maybe a crack somewhere up ahead above you. You can't turn your head. You can't look up or down. But, D1, in front of you, there is a door. And beside the door, there is a pile to the ceiling of gold bars. There's also a book right next to it, a very rather thick book with a key that seems to be sitting right next to it on the table next to the door.
interesting, but I can't tell where this room would be.
You can't tell where it is. When you remove your hand from the cat statue, the vision completely goes away and you're back to where you are. And then you find when you put your hand back on the cat statue, you're back in this place and you have this vision. And you see, D1, the vision is not a picture in your brain or a memory. It seems to be an actual place. You can see the dust particles moving in that one single beam of light that seems to be coming in from over your right shoulder, perhaps. You can see the dust particles floating in the air.
Okay.
As you take your hand off, you're back into your room here. As you put your hand back on the cat statue, you're back in that place, almost as though you're observing it.
Interesting.
Okay. Up next, we're going to go back down to Griff here in just a moment. Is short sword, D1. It's +2 short sword with a tourmaline. How do I say that?
Tourmaline.
Tourmaline gem, which is 100 gold gem by itself. D1. This short sword, this +2 short sword, is quite a nice short sword. I believe you found it in one of the tombs. I think Brandy might have. This short sword gives you advantage on a dexterity check once per long rest.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Next, we're going to go down to Griff here, just for a moment. Just because I don't want you guys waiting here too long. I feel like I'm making you guys all wait so long. All right.
You're good, man.
As Ronan and Brandy kind of continue to sit in the room here, and you see D1 kind of going through all of these weird paces, moving his hands in very odd ways, touching items and then releasing them and touching them again and releasing them.
Genjutsu.
Griff, as you continue your conversation here with Brix, there is kind of a moment where you feel kind of a low, kind of a rumble just outside, as it seems.
Like, am I just drunk or is the bar shaking?
It seems as though there's a thunderstorm that's beginning to start, Griff, just outside. As the wind kind of begins to pick up, you hear the thunder kind of begin to crash just off the shore, seemingly. Since you are kind of close to the shore here, as your conversation continues, Griff.
Yeah, I'll just be fucking slurping down this fucking stew, just like drunk as shit.
Yeah,
Fucking
perfect.
blindly
Perfect.
like glazed over, talking about the glory days of fighting the boss's pets and all that shit. Wow, our bloodlust was insatiable.
And Brix leans in closer. You know, the boss usually tests the people that he wants to find out about, but I'll tell you, I don't think I've ever seen that before. I wasn't even ever put in that kind of situation by the boss, not by myself.
Yeah, where were you
I'm
during
curious.
our scuffle there? I remember
Oh,
not
I'm so
seeing
glad
you.
asked. Yeah, no, I'm so glad you actually asked me that. I hadn't really had a chance to tell you about it. The boss, basically, I had to follow the boss into his back room. There was there are intimidation tactics that are employed at certain times. The boss may use as he kind of lifts up his arm. You see that there are slash marks, kind of in a very odd kind of a pattern on his left arm, kind of on his forearm. They're kind of down and in, very odd cuts, almost like if you were to cut like a Christmas ham. They're kind of like laid on top of each other. Yeah, they're healing as he kind of puts his sleeve back down. You can also
We
see
thought you were dead.
there are two little dots, little ink. Looks like two little ink dots, just on his left wrist, just on the inside of it, just two dots, almost like a semicolon.
Why did the boss reprimand you? I thought you did exactly what he wanted. Brought us to him.
I didn't do everything that was expected of me. It's a long story. I came a long way from where you found me in that boat, but I failed. I miserably, actually. I was supposed to find a relic. It was a key, actually. It's a 3-hold key, kind of holds in the palm of your hand. Has like a skull symbol on it of such. I was supposed to set out and find it from the orcs. The only thing I was able to find was that damn map that you all were gracious enough to give to the boss. But I never found the key, and the boss apparently expected the key as well, and so I got quite the lashing. It's my journey, my quest to figure out what happened to that key. I don't know how I'm going to find it.
Skeleton key, you say?
It's more like it looks more like an amulet, but it has holes in it's a skull on it, and it has holes in the eyes and in the nose.
Yeah.
And
That's
apparently
interesting.
the orcs were supposed to have found it along with the map, but I just didn't recover it.
Well, you'd stick with us, Briggs. I'm sure we'll do some adventuring that may
Man, I hope so.
bring some fruits to your effort here.
If I don't find it, I'm in a lot more trouble than I thought. But let us talk of happier things, friend. As we sit here and as the thunder begins to grow, Griff, and you begin to drink more and more, Griff, roll a con check for me, please.
Still alive.
And Brix passes his as well.
Con check.
Yes.
Constitution.
Oh,
Oh
shit. Griff, you
Down
are
the
having a lot of it just feels really good sitting here talking to Brix. just the two of you, with kind of Rummy here, kind of next to you, just hanging out. And you know that D1 is close by because his companion is here. As the halflings always listening. As the halflings in the table, kind of perpendicular to you there in the corner, are very curious about this very odd floating, flying shark mechanical thing. However,
it's kind of just like lying like a cat on the table.
Yeah. Right. They are themselves drinking and carrying on conversation about what seems to be, from what you can tell, Brix begins to tell you, a hilly area in the east, probably where they're from, that was basically ravaged by a group of ogres. From what the story you're able to gather here, Griff. Roll a perception check for me, Griff, to see if you learn any more.
Perception.
Yeah, you got it, Brandy.
Yeah, I'll be like,
look at that.
Fuck yeah. I'm fucking Griff. Awake when I'm wasted.
Holy shit, Griff.
I am the alcohol.
I can do this here, or I can do it in a whisper room, and you can tell everybody what you want.
Oh, we're doing it here.
Okay, you got it. All right,
it's on.
As you begin to kind of daze out a little bit with your drink in hand, and you daydream, Griff, your senses begin to increase a bit. As Brix begins to start to tell you a story about something with the boss, and you just totally start to tune him out, and you're kind of tuned into the thunder in the distance. And for whatever reason, Griff, the frequency is right for your attention, and you begin to hear them talking slowly in a whisper, and then almost as loud as they were talking, if they were talking to you right across the table, Griff. And you begin to hear
with them, dude.
The story of the delegation sent here to convince the boss that the ogres in the land are problems and that they can no longer be controlled by the boss or his cronies, and that they are now taking whatever they wish, and that Phandelver or the surrounding villages and towns are probably in the future as well. There's about 8 ogres total that seem to be traveling in a group, just taking out everything that they can, and for dinner and lunch, taking out entire farms, taking the livestock and such from the farms. As they sit here, Griff, you also hear tribute this month was really, really hard to acquire for them. They had to pay way too much to the boss this month. It's already hard enough to live. The food is already hard to acquire, especially with the orc attacks to the northeast, and how the orcs are even closer than they were previously thought, and that they have taken something called the garrison to the far northeast, something called Fairview Pass, which doesn't sound anywhat familiar to you. As Brix begins to continue to talk here, you see his mouth talking to you, and you see his expressions change on his face, and he's using his hands and stuff. But you're not listening to him at all, Griff. You're totally tuned in.
He's telling me his life story.
Yeah,
I'm just like, yeah, okay.
He's laying it out. But the halflings you're soaking up so much information about Fairview Pass and about the orcs and about how there is a very large war happening right now that you didn't even realize was going on. And that the ogres are now out of control. Yeah. Apparently they were once in the boss's ranks, and that for whatever reason are now no longer within the boss's ranks and are wreaking havoc in the land. And that these halflings were sent here to try and find out what can be done about them, and to plead to the boss for help.
Do I hear any? And I might be stretching it here, but do I hear anything about a motive or why they turned on the boss? What they're looking for?
Yeah, so it's really hard. You hear them begin to speculate a bit. It doesn't seem like anything that makes any sense to you. Something about a quarry that was promised, and some kind of betrayal, possibly. A quarry that was promised to the ogres that was maybe somebody decided that it wasn't going to belong to them. Something was found. You hear them talk about something being found of great value in one of the caves in one of the quarries, and perhaps maybe that's the connection. But it's really hard to tell, Griff.
Interesting. So these ogres are more goblins at heart. Now that is good to gleam.
Yeah. And so as you sit here and the bricks starts to come more into, like, you begin to lose focus in them and more into bricks, and Brick says, and that's how I beat the octopus after not having any weapons or being completely pretty much naked.
Oh God, I'll just like nod and be like, "You're crazy, Bricks. I'm glad you're on our side."
At least he didn't show you a suction cup scar.
God damn it. God damn it.
You know what the funny thing is?
Giant hickey.
D1, you know that story now because of Rummy.
Nice, that's right.
Yeah, that's true. D1 was listening to all of this.
Yeah.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
like use my ghost hands and just like throw a piece of meat from my stew up to Rummy to catch it
Oh,
like a
perfect.
dog.
Does
Then
Rummy
I'll
eat
start-
it?
Yeah, of course he catches it like a little dog. And then I'll start talking mad shit about D1. This fucking D1 guy doesn't even eat this stuff. Do you believe that? What a square.
Meanwhile, you see Rummy just like chewing it but not swallowing it, just making like a big mess all over the table.
Just spits it out in a big glob.
He's chewing on it, and it's just all pieces are all falling all over the table.
Rummy
Puts it
doesn't
in his
eat, right? He doesn't have a
Cute
nice
little
mouth.
opposable fucking hands. His cute human hand.
That's right.
This is the most
Drooling all over.
terrifying otter you've ever seen.
That is
No.
awesome. Okay, we're gonna go back up to D1 and Brandy and Ronan here. Ronan and Brandy, thank you guys for being so patient this session here so far.
Yeah, no worries.
Let me
Is Brandy back?
I'm here.
Oh, nice. Did you barbecue real quick?
No, actually.
All right. So as we sit here, as you sit here and you observe D1, as you eat your stew, continue to eat your stew, you notice the way that he kind of manipulates the items within his hands and kind of the different kind of ritualistic things that he does. It's very odd to you. As we continue our our list, D1.
Yes.
Next, I believe, is the red ruby.
Yes.
All right, so let me just double check that that is the right thing. Okay. Red ruby, D1. This is a very large red ruby, seemingly, which at first glimpse is absolutely the first thing you think is this is going to fetch a lot of gold. Until you realize the true nature of this object. As you focus on it, you begin to think apple, and the object turns into an apple. You begin to think rabbit, and the object turns into a stationary rabbit. And then
Oh,
you begin to think nothing, and then it turns back into a red ruby.
Can you
how'd
think
you do
about
that?
some hot bitches?
This is a wild little ruby.
If you want to write,
Can't say I've ever seen that before.
yeah, it's very unique. If you want to write on your list, shifting stone, D1.
Okay.
It's hard to know exactly, D1, how long the effects last. The only thing that you know is that if you hold it for a certain amount of time within your hands and you focus on it, like, for instance, apple, and then you toss it to Ronan, it's an apple to Ronan. Ronan, do you want to take a bite out of the apple?
I don't think I'd be that brazen. Does it smell like an apple?
Doesn't have any smell to it.
Give it the old taste test.
I'll try and cut it.
No effect.
Huh.
Seems solid. As solid as a piece of rock or glass.
Does it weigh like an apple, or
Seems to weigh about a half an ounce sitting here in your hand.
this is really weird? Kind of cool though.
Yeah, D1. You begin to think banana. I don't know. And it turns into a similar size banana in your hand, a little bit smaller. You can tell that it's not a banana. This is absolutely some kind of illusionary trick.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, if you want to write shifting stone on your sheet, might come in handy for you later. I'll give you more details about it at a game. Another one I should have made a
Could see
card
some
for.
possibilities with that.
Yeah, right? Okay, so the next on the list here, D1, is a book strap with a large lock and runic markings.
Yeah, that was actually something we didn't have marked that I was going to ask
I
about.
know, yeah. I messed that up too, man.
I was totally going to ask about that.
So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you all of the stuff contained in the form of books as well. So there are books on the list as well. We're gonna do all this at once. Okay. So, do you want me to put them in character story?
So this is a book strap, not a book, though, right?
Well, this is a book with a book strap over it,
Oh, got
like
it.
a book. Yeah, it's like a spell book. All right. Character story info. Here they come. So you find. First, you find within the piles here, this. It's quite dirty, from what you can tell, brushed off with a strap kind of around it, D1.
Ooh, okay.
I'm just gonna give you a couple here, because I have a couple made up. Let me do that one. Then you find another, this one's kind of really thick leather bound. You can tell there's a really thick strap. This is the one that we're talking about now. This kind of strap, kind of thick strap wound over the top of it, with a bunch of spells in it as well. A lot of these are written in common, which you find pretty useful. Let me do the next one. The next one has a blue jewel in it, D1. It's beautiful.
So this is that book and the 6 books that we found in Trebray's top
Yes.
room together?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This is all of them together. Yeah. I figured it'd be easier to do it this way. Which you also see. There's a couple of repeaters in here, but you can tell these are absolutely like used spell books from some magic users at some point. Looks like one more. Let me. There are a couple of remaining books as well, D1, and those books are mostly empty. From what you can tell, water got to some of the pages. Most of the text is gone from some of them. You can see that there is like a scribble and a map on one of the pages, D1, and I will give you that now too.
Okay. Interesting.
I think that's all of them. Yep. And as you kind of you notice that there's like a coastline, D1, and there's a cave seemingly on like a northeastern part of like a plateau or like a peninsula, and then kind of to the southwest there's a range of mountains and a lake with kind of rivers that lead off the lake, and there's a giant red X right next to the lake and the mountains there. It's hard to tell what it means, what it's for.
Okay.
Aside from this, in the moment, Ronan, you actually take a moment, and I'm sorry, I'm totally playing your character for a second, and you remember your Parathis that you haven't really touched or looked at in a while. Would you like to look at your Parathis?
Oh. You gotta wash your hands after you do that.
say yes. Here, hold on. Let me find.
When we're finished with all of the group loot, I think I'll talk to D1 about that.
There you go. I just linked it to you because it's up to you if you want to do anything with telling the group. But that's for you, sir. Finally. Sorry it took so long.
He doesn't touch his parathis
Enjoy.
in front of people.
Right?
Oh, I'm pretty brazen with my parathis.
I mean, you don't want to be fondling your parathis in public.
Nice. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's a property that you now have access to, which this will grow. All right, perfect. So as we sit here, we continue to go over the items. G1. Sorry, I kind of stalled here for just a moment. Bookstrap. Okay, that gets all those. Is there any questions about those spells or anything, G1?
Nope. No, I think we're good.
All right. I actually had to do some research on some of those to make sure that they were things that I could include.
Nice.
Okay. Next is the Mall of Athazar itself, which isn't actually in the room, so we'll move on. Leather armor, beautifully crafted with large spikes on the shoulders. D1. Those are actually it's good armor. They are +1 to AC. Magic.
Okay.
And they are +3 to intimidation checks.
Ooh.
Doesn't seem to be any downside.
Doesn't seem to be, or isn't.
Yeah, not from what you can tell. Yeah, I should have just said that now. There isn't any downsides. No curse.
It may be
Oh,
nice.
nice
Always good
armor.
to clarify.
I know, it's true. I need to learn how to do that better. So a really nice piece there, D1. Bracelet with green gem in it. As we look here, D1, you see the bracelet is absolutely beautiful. It's a gold bracelet with a green gem in there. It gives you +1 to strength, but at a cost of -1 to intellect. It also gives you disadvantage on all intellect checks: history, investigation, nature, religion.
Oh, really? Okay, hang on. So +1 strength, -1 intellect.
Yep. And disadvantage on all intellect checks. Now, again, you can remove some of the negatives from some of these items, depending on how badly you want it. Did you get that? Only a little bit more, my friend, I promise. All right. Cloak with golden clasp.
Okay.
Flat +3 to stealth checks.
Hang on. What are we on? Oh, cloak with golden clasp. Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
+3 to stealth checks. Just flat. No downside. No attunement. All right. Last item. Large blue gem, size of palm of your hand. D1. This was once a focus for a cleric or something.
Okay.
It's a spell focus of sorts. D1. There is something inside of this.
Ooh.
This blue gem. As you sit here and hold it, and you look at it, you see there's something inside of it, and it doesn't move randomly. There is some patterns to its whatever is inside of it, kind of a white, smoky, gray something moving around. It's hard to tell.
And I can't tell what that is, though.
It's hard to tell, yeah, even with the identifier. I'm sorry. This is like the one thing. I will say, crap. Whisper room me for like 2 seconds. I promise. That's
Yeah,
it.
sure.
All right.
Ooh, party.
All right. There is a soul inside this stone.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Somebody died, and this is a soul inside of this stone.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So maybe an adventurer from some time was in here and died, this was where their soul got put. Probably by design. They probably had a spell that did it or something, and they just weren't able to reactivate it for whatever reason. Maybe they didn't have a party member around, but there's somebody in there. There's a soul trapped in there of something.
Okay, that is
Possible adventurer. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Sorry, I don't want to be too much of a
Yeah,
dick.
yeah. No, that's definitely interesting for sure.
All right, we're gonna go back up.
Yeah.
Metronome, yeah.
All right, everybody. So that concludes what I have on my list here, D1. Everything else is that, from what you can tell, that we talked about, is probably going to fetch you some pretty good gold,
Got it.
depending on whether or not you want to sell it.
We know y'all were just talking shit in there.
Yes, that's right.
Nothing magical about this ancient dwarven stuff that we picked up.
Not seemingly.
Okay.
No. They seem beautiful. They're, if you were to sell them, they're definitely relics for sure.
Some collector will want them.
And probably, if you could find a collector or something that would be interested, or maybe a general or a sergeant or somebody who would,
Somebody who would appreciate the historic.
it's true. Or they could be fluff pieces to give other people. There's so many things you could do with these items.
What about
right?
that
That's
dude
true.
whose fucking house we broke into? Can we sell it to him?
He's
That'd be
a
great.
corpse.
Ah, well, can we rob him again?
I mean, I feel we can go in and out of that house
That's our house.
as long
man.
as,
You can
like
definitely
the
go over there if
neighborhood
you want.
doesn't get mad at us.
I mean, we'd have to contend with that door trap every time.
Just make bricks go first again. It's
That's
fine.
right.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
He doesn't need that moppy red curly hairdo.
Bricks, you're going
Alright.
bald.
I'm trying to. Let me just see. All right. So yeah, is there anything else the three of you up in the room here want to do?
Yeah. Well, I'll just run by them. So this black marble statue, we don't know what it is. I'd say we should keep these skulls. These skulls are cool. The books keep. Incense. Does anybody want to keep the incense, or do you want to sell those?
I'm pretty. My hippie side is saying keep it.
All right, I'll put a. I'm gonna put letters. So if it has a G icon, it means Griff wants it. The blueberry wine we should definitely keep. The map of Trebry's basement system is probably not sellable or useful for anything. The mace we should sell. Does anybody want an empty large sack?
Might be good for peaches.
It could be good for peaches. Okay.
I don't know if I want your large sack.
I mean,
Yeah, I did.
Oh, very
it's a
good.
large sack.
Alright, fine, fuck it. I'll take the sack.
A broken halfling sword, probably just try to sell if we can. I might be able to. Actually, I'm gonna cast mending. What happens if I cast mending on the broken halfling sword?
You can definitely try to cast mending on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to cast mending on the broken. Here, I'll list it for you.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say mending only has like a certain amount that it can do.
Yeah, for area, I think it's a foot, but if it's just a
Yep.
tip.
Oh yeah, you don't have the other piece. Is the problem?
Just the tip.
Yeah, I
in
don't
your
have
large
the-
sack.
Just the tip. That's right.
Yeah, you don't have. Unfortunately, you don't have. Yeah, you don't have the tip.
I don't have the tip to put
Yeah.
back together. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Unfortunately.
Okay, so we'll maybe try to illusionarily sell that. Maybe we'll see.
You could. It's a tactic.
Yeah. All right, we'll give that a money bag. Breastplate armor stripped off a corpse.
Yep, that's the one with the 2 puncture wounds in it, I believe.
So that would be
Could
who can
mend
wear
that.
medium armor.
I
D1
can.
would be heavy. For sure, Ronin. Griffin would
That's
want
not
heavy,
good.
but could wear it. Brandy can wear only light.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be... And I think, Griff, you already got better than a breastplate.
Do I? Would I want heavy? I mean, the medium would make me more fast,
It
right?
would make you more stealthy, and you wouldn't roll stealth with disadvantage, which would be nice. Right now you're wearing chain, which gives you a higher armor class, but it gives you disadvantage on your stealth checks.
It really just makes you more stealthy. I thought I could move farther.
No, just more stealthy. When you wear heavy armor, you have to roll your stealth checks with disadvantage.
Damn. Okay,
Oh,
alright.
yeah,
I'll
that-
keep heavy
yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So potentially Ronin on that one. But we got a couple breastplates, so which one does he want? That's a regular breastplate with no magic. And then if you go down Ronin, we have a breastplate with summons demons from other planes to kill you.
Fuck.
Okay,
Is that what you wrote?
Okay.
yeah,
That's like a Rick and Morty bit right there.
it is.
It sounds more appealing now.
I'll put an R on that one for now.
Yeah, we'll just hold on to it.
I wouldn't mind the beads of refreshment just because I have a plan to... If I took those beads of refreshment and put them in my mouth but didn't swallow it, would I have water in my mouth?
Might turn you gay.
I don't
Am
think
I-
I'm sorry. Jesus. Sick of them putting beads of water in their mouth.
Does it turn to water or do you have to swallow the bead?
I don't think it turns into anything. It's basically just a ration.
Yeah, well the refreshment is not even food, it's just water. We have a card for it. Okay, we could give those to whoever. Horn of Silent Alarm, who wants to carry that? Or do we want to sell it?
I mean, it might come in handy, but
Yeah, it could be useful.
Yeah, so let's see what it says. Horn has 4 charges. When you use an action to blow at one creature of your choice can hear the horn's blare, provided the creature's within 600 feet of the horn, and regains charges. Nobody else can hear it but the person you want to, and 1d4 recharges per day. Yeah, we can hang on to that. Candle of the Deep, Charlatan's Dice, which are kind of cool, Veteran's Cane. If anybody wants any of those, just put like a marker underneath them. What about the figurines? You wanted to sell those, or you want to keep battle map figurines?
I don't think we'd have any use for that.
No, not really.
Can we sell those? Is that even worth anything?
I think that would be more beneficial as like a bargaining chip. Like if we meet somebody higher up that would have use of it.
True. Alright, Shredded Magic Cloak, +1 to stealth, -2 to charisma. Nobody's diving on that one.
Nah.
I'm still. You're looking in Discord, right? I'm like lost in
Yeah.
the sauce.
Oh, go to Bag of Holding.
Oh,
on
I see.
Discord.
I'm with you now. I'm with you.
Yeah. Alright, we could probably sell that one then.
I'm sorry to the
only
viewers.
+1
This
still.
is probably
Yeah.
so boring, and I'm so sorry.
So all that. So Griff got studded
There's
leather
only
armor.
so many dick jokes I can make.
Yeah, regular. And then the other studded leather armor is super bad. And then did we have a third set of leather armor? We had a pair with spikes. Hang on, leather armor.
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought
regular.
so.
Is that regular or studded? The leather armor, beautifully crafted.
I think that's the studded. Let me double check, bud. A second.
It's the one with
Beautiful. Oh, with the large spikes on the shoulders, studded. Yeah.
That studded too?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll edit that to say studded.
Yeah. Sorry, bud. Studded's more powerful, so stronger.
Nice.
+1 to AC, I believe.
Yeah, +1 to AC, +3 to intimidation. We could
Intimidation,
probably
yeah.
would be best for Brandy, to be honest. That one.
It's actually beautiful too. It's like black, like really deep polished black leather. It's like really badass assassin looking.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that bracelet gives a disadvantage, not advantage.
Okay, so if that's the one she's gonna wear, I can go back up and we can sell the
Yeah,
cursed.
that's right.
The cursed, we can put a sell bag on.
Make sure you change the bracelet, Seda, with the green gem.
The bracelet with the green gem.
Yeah, it has a disadvantage on int checks.
Oh, does it? Okay, hang on. Let me find that.
Yeah,
in one
no
second
worries.
here.
Just want to, thank you, Ronan, for saying something.
Yeah.
Again, any items that have negative effects, depending on what the item and stuff, there are steps that you can take if you like the item or whatever. We can do stuff. So depending on
Okay,
what you want to do.
wait. So the green. Oh, bracelet with green gem,
Yeah.
+1 strength. Oh, disadvantage on.
Disadvantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
It's okay, man. It's all right. Tilts it a little bit more in the bad direction, but if you're somebody who wants to sacrifice an int for a strength, then chances are you're not really going to care too much anyway, right? So
True. And let me look at something quickly here. What's Griff's strength? It's already an 18. Do you want those, Griff?
The studded
int
leather.
checks. No, the bracelet with the green gem. Now, +1 won't actually up your strength things at this point, but if you some other way get a +1 to strength, it could.
It's just 1 +1 in strength.
And -1 to intellect, and disadvantage on all your intellect checks.
none of this is atonement, by the way. None of it.
I mean, I'm down. I'm not the smartest anyway. Fucking smooth brain over here.
Well, here, I'll give it a...
I can unequip it without destroying it, right?
Yeah,
so.
yeah, you could probably take it off and on, that's true.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll take it. I'll probably, find something better along the way, but for now.
And then the cloak from the corpse is not magic?
I don't believe so, the shredded cloak.
No, well, there's a shredded one and there's just a cloak from a corpse.
Was that the one with... What item had the 3 to stealth?
Plus, hang on, let
Cloak with golden clasp.
Yep.
me look. Yeah,
Okay, so the cloak from the corpse is not the cloak with the golden clasp.
no.
That's right.
Okay.
Alright, hang on, where was I? Two +1 longswords, studded leather armor. We want to sell. +1 log swords. During your watch, gain advantage on perception checks. -2 to passive perception. So you get advantage, but -2 on passive, and disadvantage on dex checks. That would be Griff, if anyone.
-2 on dex checks. But passive what now? I'm
And
sorry.
minus on passive. So basically, if we're doing a long rest, you could somehow equip them and get advantage on perception checks during your long rest.
What would that? Just so I can keep watch better?
Yeah, basically just for keeping watch during rests, exactly.
Interesting. I don't know if it's that worth it.
Okay.
Yeah, that one I'm not too keen on.
Okay, we'll put
We
a
got
spell back.
plenty of things to help us during a long rest, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. So the diamonds will sell. Maybe keep the diamond.
Actually, I wouldn't mind taking all the gems. Like, if you guys want to give you gold compensation or however, whatever. But
Oh, you want to keep gems?
yeah, I
That
like
are just
gems.
items?
I like precious stones.
Shiny.
Yes, but you're not there.
He just wants them to be alone and touch his Parthas.
He wants to do a Scrooge McDuck and a bunch of gems.
Yes.
Among other things.
Wants to rub his Parthas on him in the night.
Nice, nice. Perfect. All right, yeah. And please, if there's anything that you want to say, do anything at all, please, please, please cut in. So I'm just giving you guys like a second here to sort all this out. Sorry, it's taking a second here.
What about this gold cat that gives us vision in the room? Maybe hang on to that. Short sword goes to Brandy. Red, 30 gems. Sell. Book, I'll probably take since how it is wizard spells. Plate armor, sword, short sword. Oh, just a regular deck of cards with gold and silver inlay? Do you want them or sell them? Probably sell those.
And give them the bricks.
We could. Would bricks want? We'll put sell. Box set of glass chalices we can sell. There's another pouch with 20 gems. Do you want like all these gems? That's a lot of.
Holy shit.
A lot of
Give
gems.
us all your money.
Alright.
It's not like I have any use for them.
So the giant
At this point.
asses are. Maul of asses are. We'll put that crocodile on it. Brandy, bracelet, grip, cloak from corpse cell, backpack. Oh, a journal, yeah. Okay, stack of books, we know. Oh, the golden clasp, the cloak with golden clasp, +3 to stealth. That's useful to everybody, probably more to me or Griff, but
That's what I was thinking.
we're both rolling disadvantage on our stealth checks, both of us.
We're not very stealthy, man. Like, we're giant red spiky hands and a giant robot man. I don't think we're hiding.
I'm wearing scale mail now, and I looked it up. That one, scale mail gives disadvantage. The breastplate is the same AC, but doesn't give the disadvantage. So,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna snag one of those breastplates.
Yeah, what breastplate did we have? Because, yeah, breastplate's medium and you can wear medium. I thought we had your name on a breastplate. What was the best breastplate we had?
So the fancy radiating breastplate is really good, but it has a pretty big.
Yeah, that one's a little, might be a little much.
I mean, you're
get
welcome
hunted
to
by
use it.
demons.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, so you have the breastplate armor, just regular breastplate stripped off a corpse, which you could definitely take. I don't think we had any magic breastplates except for.
There might even be, and I'm sorry, I'm big time hooting here, Ronan, but there might even be one for you for sale somewhere here.
Okay, I think we're good to go to the vendors here, guys.
Whatever you want to do, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we can meander around town and try and offload some of this shit.
Yeah. So basically,
Alright.
I think everything that we think we're going to keep, which I have marked on the thing there, I'm going to leave in the room. Some of the stuff that's either questionable or for sure we want to sell, I think we'll all load back into the bag of holding. And we'll head downstairs and maybe acquire with this strange new barkeep about what kind of shops are in town.
So what are you leaving in the room? Anything that has...
Yeah, anything that has like a person's letter beside it.
Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. I love it. I love how you guys did this. That was pretty brilliant.
Yeah.
Pretty brilliant. Okay, awesome. All right, so we're gonna pack the rest of it up then, and I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna leave the pile here in the room.
Yeah.
If you all want to continue downstairs, that's good with me. And in the meantime, let me. All right. Perfect. You're all going downstairs.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Got to return my soup bowl.
Oops. All right. Fantastic. All right. And as you make your way downstairs, you can see the barkeep kind of wiping the tables as he kind of moves along, as he kind of sees the three of you kind of on your way downstairs here, as he begins to move back over to Griff with another tray of mugs.
Hell yeah.
And you have the floor, all of you.
All right, I'll head over to everybody over here.
Okay.
And
I'm
I'll
just gonna
basically
fucking.
start asking
Oh, sorry.
the barkeep here. Hey, friend. You have any knowledge of what types of shops? Say we're looking to buy maybe armor, maybe some cool relic items.
Yeah, I could direct you in a couple of places. Let's see here. You could go see Hellsun, just as when you come into the swamp, to the bog, the bayou here, from the west. Just to the north as you get into town here, the first building, you can't miss it. That's where our weaponsmith and armorsmith is. He goes by Hellsun. No one knows his real name. He's a dwarf. He's got scars all over him, poor guy. I think he came from those dwarven mines to the west, to the far west, but I couldn't be sure. Then you can, if you wanted to, you could go to our general store. It's not very big, and the lady that used to run it, the story is, as he kind of gets close to you, the story is that somebody put a spell on her, and so she ran off into the hills. There are totems set up around the lake there. People say the lake might be haunted. But the new patron there, well, he goes by the name of Jas, and I think he comes from far up north. Anyway, he might have your normal stuff that you need, like your rope and your adventuring gear, that kind of stuff.
Paper and ink. I could use some paper and ink. You know.
Oh yeah, you might want to go see Jas. Yeah, he probably helped you out there with that. Aside from that, magical, great, mysterious items in the land. Aside from going and tripping down some hole somewhere and finding yourself in some ruin underneath the ground, well, the best place to find that kind of stuff might be farther to the east. There's another town, 60 miles. Make your way that way, but I'll tell you, I probably shouldn't say anything. There are ears everywhere. Here, let me make a roll on this just to decide. Okay, he's a blabbermouth tonight. There are a couple of choice things available here in town. You just have to know the right people to talk to.
And who would those people be?
Well, it's said that Hedrick has a couple of things that he fished up from a couple of adventurers that couldn't make their payments. They traded him. They bartered with him for some pretty fantastic items, apparently. When the guy gets a couple of drinks in him, he just can't shut up. He was over here talking about it. I remember telling him, Hedrick, keep it down. The boss already doesn't like you. Guy's trouble. He's gonna find himself dead someday.
Hedrick's that dude up in the corner passed out at the table, isn't he?
No, Hedrick's the dockmaster, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A little bit tarded.
Aside from that, the boss has quite the treasure accumulation. It's just the problem is well, you got to be one of the boss's favorites to get access to that kind of power.
Interesting. Okay. And that's it for shops in town? Really just the 2 shops in town then?
There's one more. Make a persuasion check for me, D1.
Oh.
I should have been doing this the whole time.
Persuasion.
I always mess this up. Yeah.
My persuasion not great, so let's see how we do.
It's all right. Oh.
That's horrible. A 5.
There isn't really anyone else that I would recommend sending you to around here. That's probably your best bet. I'm sorry, friend. I wish I had more to tell you. Mostly, I just wipe up around here and take care of the patrons that come in and out. Don't know too much about the locals.
So
Kind of new here.
yeah. So we were here a few days back. There was another gentleman running the inn. What happened to him?
I guess he said some stuff to some wrong people. Found himself somewhere. The rumor is that he opened his mouth to the wrong adventurers that were passing through. Got himself in trouble with the boss, and the boss just kind of, I guess, took him away somewhere. No one's seen him since.
So dead.
Well, we don't like to use that word around here, but yeah.
Unalive.
Unalive, that's right.
There are other things. Well, we'll talk about that on another day, maybe. If you're not from these lands, are you? You don't know too much about this place. I take it.
We know very little as of yet, yes. We're just friendly adventurers, though, you know, kind-hearted souls looking to help people in need.
You just stick to that story. Here, I'm gonna roll an insight check on you.
My breath speak for yourself.
Oh man, I got an 18 on the insight. He kind of gets down close. That's probably the best story, and I'd stick to that.
Oh, we plan to.
So, how long you guys here? You just passing through, or?
Yeah, well, that's undetermined. I mean, it depends on how fun your town is. If your town's fun, we'll hang out. If it's boring, lame-ass
Sounds like the
place.
definition of fun. Yeah, well, I can tell you, since I've been here, there hasn't been one bard that sat his ass down in that chair over there. Not one. I've seen probably 10 people passing through here. Maybe.
So overall,
Since I've been
pretty
here?
dull town.
It's a pretty dull town. I tell you, from what I understand, all the action is east. That's where you wanna go if you're looking for treasures, if you're looking for people who might have stuff to sell you.
About 60 miles, you said.
I mean, yeah, it's a place called Lurchwood.
Is there any place around here where we can get some horses?
Unfortunately, not here in the bayou. I'll tell you, if you want to make your way to the north, there's a town up there called Phandelver. They have a pretty nice assortment. It's pretty far from here, though. You're looking at many hundreds of miles.
Is that Phandelver with an F or a PH?
With a PH.
Cool.
A pretty special place from the rumors, but if you're looking for that kind of thing, I'll tell you, if you head east, make sure you keep your eyes peeled. Between here and there's a part of the land that a lot of people call the valley. It's pretty deadly.
The valley.
There's a tribe of centaurs that live there. And they
Centaurs, you say?
Centaurs, yeah. They always require payment before passing through their land, unless you're a friendly. But we have a couple of merchants that pass through there. we made good deals with the centaurs in the past, and they usually typically keep our eastern lands pretty secure for the most part. Be on guard if the centaurs don't know you. They're liable to shoot first and ask questions later. They stay in the darkness. Just be on the lookout there, especially if you're friends of the boss. They're not too friendly with the boss's folk. With the family, if you don't mind.
Gotcha. So they're not friendly with this croc boss.
No, they're not a big fan of him. I can tell you that much. Last fall, we had and I'm just gonna give you a little bit here. Last fall, we had a group came through here. Big old sack of gold from the centaurs. Apparently, the story is they offered the boss a little bit of gold here to kind of take over that part of the area. Not have to abide by any of the rules that all of us have to abide by, i.e. you must give the boss all of your shit and then he can tell you what you can have. They try to make a deal with him and he just wasn't having it. There was a little bit of a scuffle that happened between some of the boss's men and some of the centaurs, and they ended up taking a couple of the centaurs captive till the centaurs agreed to the terms, and then they were released. It was a horrible ordeal. That was last year. Anyway, I'm sorry there, friend. I have a tendency to talk a lot, especially when, what is it, around noon now? Long day already. Storm outside.
Yeah.
Got to prepare for the delegates that are getting ready to leave.
I feel you, brother.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
I'll
tell you what.
You get you some gumbo.
Yeah, I can more stew for you if you'd like. There's a whole bunch of it here. I got a really good deal on some meat. Or rather, it was already here, I should say.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Bear
pretty good.
meat stew, is that what we're talking about?
I think so, actually. I think that might actually be what it is. How did you know?
Lucky guess.
Here, there's plenty to go around. He kind of offers everyone another bowl.
I'll pass on that, but yeah, my friends might be interested.
So, what's the deal with your friend over there, kind of hanging out by the stairs? Is she afraid of the other halflings in the bar here, maybe? Is she trying to be unseen?
I think she's just kind of loitering.
I see. I'm totally playing with you, Brandy. I feel bad because I haven't really done much with you.
That's okay. I'm just vibing.
Yeah. Brandy, as you sit here though, I'd like you to roll a perception check for me with advantage.
Okay.
You are coming down the stairs. You've been here a second, and you have a really good amount of time here to kind of look around the room and get a feel for the 17.
Or 25 with advantage.
Oh, with advantage. Crap. Yeah. Thank you. It's even better. As you begin to walk down, Brandy, you see the very large white fur coat wrapped around the man here at the table, the halfling at the table. This one here.
Yeah.
You also see the clothes of the other one, the cloak wrapped around her with the clasp and such. There seems to be a pouch hung just inside the upper part of the boot of the man there, sitting there. You could absolutely see there's a bulge in the top of the boot, and this is typically a place where people might want to put possessions that they absolutely don't want to get pickpocketed, right? They might stick down in their boot like that. But you can see this one of the straps that's clearly hanging down, and it's actually almost touching the floor. And if you were to just get something in that loop and just give it a little tug, it might just fall right out of that boot.
Oh, no, that sounds very enticing.
Just something that you notice.
So much for turning over a new leaf.
I mean, yeah, I'm totally reformed.
Listen, if the pickings are easy, you'd be a fool not to take them.
That's her New Year's resolution, man. She's got
That's
time.
right.
Give me like a few days.
Just something
The
that you
new
notice,
New
like
Year.
you don't have to act, or you can,
Sure.
or whatever you'd like to do. Yeah,
Well,
but
I'll
you're the
just
only
come
one who
over.
noticed it.
I'll come over and sit next to my friend Brix over here.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Nice. And as you walk up, Brix kind of looks at you and gives you a little head nod, Brandy. As you kind of walk up close, and you notice he's kind of holding onto his left arm a bit. Seems to be rubbing it just a bit. There's a little bit of dirt above his left brow. He kind of wipes it off a bit. Takes some more of his ale, and kind of nudges like one of the full mugs of ale, like nudges it towards you, like gives you a smile. Here, join us. We're learning all about about some town to the east. I didn't even know about this town. I've never even been there before, honestly. As Brix
Oh.
sits here.
Getting some kind of history lesson then.
Yeah. Yes. Apparently the centaurs are a problem.
Oh shit.
Or not a problem, depending on who you serve. And so you guys have the floor here. I'll let you do your thing here, Ronan. You're sitting on the couch. You have a really nice, comfortable view here. You have an earshot of basically everything going on here. You also are closest to the nice warm fire.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just kind of soaking in that bit of warmth and spacing out, watching the flames dance.
Perfect.
Does anybody want
Oh,
to go?
I'll look at the tavern keep. Hey, what do I owe you for that bowl of soup?
Oh, that's 6 copper, please.
I will hold up 6 copper.
Ah, thank you. He comes over, he grabs it from you, and gives you a nice little head bow. More ale for you.
No thanks.
Okay. Right, I'll go over here to he walks away with his towel and starts wiping. It's so quiet in this tavern.
It is. I'll look around at everybody and say, does anybody want to go try to vendor some of this trash up and see if there's anything interesting to buy in this damn town?
I'm down for that.
I'll look at Brandy Griff.
I'm just like almost incoherently drunk at this point.
He's
fucking-
pretty drunk. Grip is pretty drunk.
I mean, drunk and shopping. Come on, right?
Yeah.
I won't buy anything stupid. Yeah, no, I'll like stagger to my feet and just kind of like
Yeah.
say, yeah, still alive. So might as well use money while we can.
Feeling no pain, I see.
It's all tingly.
All right,
Parathis.
you guys, make sure you're careful out there. It seems like the rain stopped, so that's good. Good for you.
Yeah, we're just gonna do some. I mean, you're welcome to come. It might be kind of boring for you there, Brixie boy.
You know, I actually might just hang out here. You know, unless you all require me along with you. I mean, maybe I should come with you. You know, just to be safe.
I mean, whatever you want, man.
All right, perfect. Okay. Are we all going together as a group, or like how are we?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we'd
we'll
probably
just
try.
Yeah.
meander around as a group.
Wizard of Oz style.
Hyphing.
Now we're just
We all lock arms.
All right. Let me.
I might leave Rummy right where he is sleeping on the table.
You got it. Yep, you can if you'd like to. Let me just do this really quick. 1 second, guys. Is Bitters coming with you, Brandy?
Always, yes.
Okay, you got it.
Might as well.
Yeah. All right, perfect. Okay. Let Let me give you the map.
Be right back in 2 secs. I'll just
Yeah.
follow you guys around.
Yep. Guys, man, we didn't even take a break tonight, did we? We have like 10 minutes left.
Yeah, we were going hard.
Yeah.
Is everybody okay? You guys good to keep going?
I'm good until the end of the night.
Okay, nice. Sorry about that,
Yeah.
guys. I totally
No, you're
slipped away.
good. I am losing steam, but
No, it's
it
okay.
should be good.
We're almost there, brother. We're almost there.
We're so
Thank you for
close.
hanging out. I know
Of course, man.
some of you guys have been insanely crazy busy and really tired, and so thank you for
Okay.
hanging out. Welcome.
It's all good, dude. Honestly,
Alright.
it didn't feel like Thursday today. It's like a short week.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, with Christmas off.
That's
Yeah.
right, yeah. So just so you guys can see it, I'm going to make them bigger so you can laugh with me.
Oh, God.
What in the hell is happening now?
I mean, usually they laugh because it's so small for me. I'm sorry.
God.
That's
Very rarely do you get a laugh when it's too big, right?
Okay, so you can see as you kind of come out of the inn here, you can see that there is very clearly a stone totem at the entrance of the general store here with many skulls hung from it. You can also see there's a totem on the far side of the lake. Ronan, roll a history check for me. A 6, of course.
Mm.
I don't know what it is. Brandy, roll a history check for me.
it's the devil.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case. I don't know. It doesn't even matter really, but just see. It's hard to tell.
I don't
why
know
someone
much.
would have such things there. D1 and Griff, roll a history roll a history check for me.
History. Alright, we'll see if we can do better.
Interesting little
I will
landmarks we
laugh
have.
if you all get super low.
There you are.
15.
17.
You want me to roll
Yes.
history?
Yep.
Oh,
Just for
lordy.
fun.
Boop.
Hey, look at that.
What the hell are
So-
the fucking chances?
I know. D1 and Griff, as you begin to pass by here, you remember the bear pelt that you threw into the lake there.
Just the
Like-
head.
Or
The head, yeah. And how it was just kind of festering in the
tip.
swamp.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, and it seems that the person that was here before got so scared that she left. Somebody else is now running the general store, and that there are now totems and wards in place around the lake. So as you begin to move forward, where would you like to go? You don't have to move your characters. You can just tell me.
Let me think. What do you guys want to hit? So he told us about 2 stores.
There's the general store and the blacksmith.
We just go rob that guy's house again.
And the dock,
And the dock, yeah.
which you found out because you rolled high. I think.
Yeah. You guys just want to hit the general store again first?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
generally a good idea.
Generally
Sure.
hit the general store?
I don't know.
Sounds good.
10-4.
Is that the plan?
Yeah, I think so.
Perfect. Right. All right. Sorry, guys. 1 second here. Wow, I messed that up bad. Okay. You begin to make your way through the kind of the swamp area here, the entrance, the lake, kind of large lake to your right. As you kind of make your way up into the doorway entrance here, you see the kind of the glass kind of glazed over from the outside. As you kind of open the door, you feel like kind of a burst of heat kind of hits you as you kind of open the door and you make your way inside. You see, there are baskets kind of hung up against the wall um, with different kinds of fruits, stuff that you wouldn't normally see anywhere near a bog. There's some apples, some bananas, some just different tomatoes and different vegetables and such. On the wall, there are hung some ropes. There's some, what you can tell, some sacks, a couple of bags up there, and some just general goods that are scattered throughout. Behind the desk, or rather the counter, which you've all been in here before, it's set up a little differently, is a kind of a pretty tall looking, from what you can tell, a man, a human, with a pretty basic brown kind of pants with like a smock over top of him there. And he seems to have a kind of a weird scratch, if you will, kind of down one side of his cheek. It's just one single line that you can see. It's just one little red line down his cheek. It looks like it's pretty fresh. As he kind of walks up to you and kind of smiles, you kind of see like his teeth are all kind of crooked and a little bit, you can tell he's like he comes from a poor class of people here around the swamp area. As he kind of walks up to you, he kind of sees you coming in. Greetings there. Welcome in. What can I do for you? I don't think I've seen your type before.
Well, we're just kind of new to town, looking to do some souvenir shopping. Got a few items here that you might be interested in as well.
I will always be interested in taking new Hush. Yeah, I'm always interested in taking in new items. What have you got here? Let's see what you got. Come on in. Let me clear off a spot for you. You adventurer types are always the best.
Yeah, so we'll lay the 3 exquisite robes down for him.
Hush.
Is that him going hush, or is that somebody else?
Maybe we should not.
That's him.
This guy's got
Maybe we shouldn't be
guys.
Rats.
Look at Rex like, the fuck's up with this guy?
I don't. He's looking at you like the same. His eyes are kind of like, what? Wait, is he talking to somebody?
I guess we've never seen his type either.
I have kind of a special going on these ripe tomatoes in the back here. I think they're gonna go bad here pretty quick if I don't get rid of them. Can I interest you?
Any peaches?
I think there might even be
Beat
some
me
peaches.
to it.
They've been here a couple of weeks though. Might not be the best.
Oh no, believe me, those are the best. Should
Okay.
be front and center.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's clear this table off quick, and let's try to make it funny, but it didn't work. Let's clear this table off quick, and see
God
and
damn.
see what happens. As he sweeps all the stuff like rope and some cloth and like maybe some bandages and like a couple of health kits and stuff. Kind of sweeps them off to the side. They kind of tumble off onto the table, and you hear him, hush.
Who are you hushing,
So-
man?
So as you can see here, nice clear spot for you here, right here in front of you, the table. Let's go ahead and see what you got here. Do you just want to just dump it all out here in front of you, or?
Yes, dump them in front of me.
We'll dump everything. Are you interested in weapons and armor, or are you just interested in items?
To be honest with you, I don't really deal much with armors and weapons. But if you got anything else, I'll take a look at it for sure. I just don't know if I could offer you the best price. There are other people in like Hellsun over there. Like, you know, not that I hush. Not that I mind giving him the business.
I think we should just not even acknowledge that at this point. Just fuck.
All right. Well, first we'll put the 3 exquisite robes, and then we got like Candle of the Deep. We could put on the table. What was the veteran's cane? We'll put the Candle of the Deep and the 3 robes on the table.
It's a cane the vets used to beat you with.
That's right.
Nah, that's called the peel meter.
That's amazing. That is amazing. All right. Oh, hold on 1 second. All right. Candle of the Deep. He kind of like takes a look at it here.
Like, this
Takes a good look.
is a pretty strong magic, my friend.
Let me take a good look at this. He kind of picks it up. To him, it just seems like a half burnt candle. He looks at it. He says, "You have more than this, right? You're just playing with me, right?
Oh, we got these 3 exquisite robes here as well.
What are these? Oh, these are something." As he kind of flops them out in front of him. Let's see here. Oh, what do we got here? He kind of runs his finger along the seam. Oh,
You just flopped it
That's
out.
a good threading.
God damn.
All right. They smell. Where did you fish these up out of?
I mean, we got them from we bought them a while back. We thought we were going to a fancy ball, but we decided not to attend. So
Roll a persuasion check. I love this. That's really good. Actually, roll a
That'd
deception.
be, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
that'd
thank
be
you.
deception.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Yep, deception for sure.
14.
All right. Well, it's unfortunate you didn't get to use them. Okay. Well, they smell like they've been crammed up in a box for 100 years.
They've
To
been
be
in my
honest with
bag
you.
for a while, you know. It's a little soggy in there, but
I
it'll wash
understand.
out. These will be beautiful.
Sure. Let me see here. We got 3 of them here. Here, let's put those to the side. This candle here, I don't know. I got lots of candles. Look over there in that basket. Do you see all those candles?
No, you don't have a candle like this.
This is a magical candle, my
Yeah,
friend.
yeah. Check this out. You got it like a bowl of water.
Yeah, I have some right over here. He kind of steps over to the side. Here's a little. You might want to. You got a little dirt on your brow there. Go ahead and hush it. Hush.
Is he looking anywhere when he's
No,
hushing?
he's just saying it.
Just don't acknowledge it, bro. Just don't.
Give him a Capri Sun.
That's awesome. Yeah. Here's your water.
I'll light the candle and then I'll stick it in the water. And I'm pretty sure it stays lit, right?
Yeah. Wait a minute. That's something special. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that, to be
Yeah, I
honest.
told you didn't have one.
Well, I don't even know what to... 50 gold? Is that sufficient?
I mean, we're
It's
thinking
Gwyneth Paltrow's candle.
closer to 1,000 for something this magical.
1,000 gold's a lot. I don't... You guys
All
are
right,
really...
we'll come way down for that. We'll go 250.
250, listen, it's a great candle and all, really great candle, but like I don't really have a lot of adventurers that come through here asking particularly for a candle that they can take underneath the water with them.
Well, you gotta
I mean-
take initiative, man. Sell your wares.
I mean, look at the weather outside. It's raining, right? Like, who wouldn't want a candle in the rain?
That's very true. It's very
I
true.
think you could easily get 700 at least.
700. Roll a. Hold on a second. Let me do this because we do this a lot, and I always fuck this up. Let's see here. I guess we're just gonna do persuasion. D1.
Or we got that Ronin roll that one.
See, 700. See, I just don't have a demand for a candle like this. Like, I'll tell you what, I'd probably give you like like 70 gold for this thing. That's probably the absolute best I could do, only because,
Well,
like I said,
my friend,
I don't
mean,
have a lot to just.
you just said 100 a second ago. Do you mean 170?
I said 50 a second ago.
He also did say hush. How long?
And I failed my save.
All right, we'll do it for
Roll
once.
a persuasion.
I'll go. Yeah, okay. We'll take 170.
170. That's still too much. So this guy,
Yeah.
he basically tells you like, listen, you might be looking for you might want to go to the city. Actually, you'd probably be able to get those prices at the city. I'm sure there's demand at the city, but see, we're just a little bayou down here, and not a lot of people pass through. You got to go through here to get east. But for the most part, Lurchwood really is the only way east from here. Aside from that, I can't really. I'm not really going that way to sell the candle. I could probably sell it for a lot more if I take it there, but I could probably do 70 gold.
Maybe we'll hold on. What do you guys think? Hold off on the candle and what about these exquisite robes? These are beautiful. You could sell these to somebody.
They're beautiful. They're beautiful. I could probably give you 200 for all three.
200? How about 300? 100 each.
100 each. Roll a persuasion check. Say that. Do you want?
Persuasion.
Yeah. Sold.
All right, we'll take 300 for those.
All right, 300 gold for 3 exquisite robes. Perfect. All right. As you got to take some, get some nice smell. Like, oh man, I'm gonna have to. He puts them over in a basket next to the shelf there.
We feel 75 for the candle.
75 for the candle. Ronan, roll a persuasion check. Let's see. I think 20. Ronan, as he gets a little closer, he says, maybe 100 is more fair. Here. Hush.
I just shake my head like, what the hell, man?
We're not going to tell anybody.
There you go.
100 gold pieces.
All right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. You sold the Candle of the Deep for 100 gold pieces.
So, hibbity, jubbity.
Yeah, this is pretty great, actually. I might be able to turn some kind of a profit. might be able to. Hey, do you have anything else? Anything else there in your bag?
We got this beautiful deck of cards with a gold and silver inlay. Real gold, real silver.
Can I see that? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll hand it over to him.
He hands it. He starts to like shuffle the cards, and he looks through them, and you can see. Oh, these are quite something. I'll tell you what. I have some playing cards here and some dice, but I don't have anything this nice. I have a friend who actually might really like this. I'll give you 30 gold for him.
Make it 50. We gotta do.
50.
A steal. The gold alone's worth 50.
Roll a persuasion check.
Right.
Spending this dude over as hard as you can, ain't you?
You are. You're really doing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
look at where that's rolled right on the 2 and the 20. It's like
That's
cocked.
fucking weird.
That's hilarious.
I didn't actually roll. Oh my god! I rolled a fucking 3, dude.
Nice.
I rolled a 3 even with his checks. Okay,
That's hilarious.
50 gold. He gives you 50 gold.
All right, what else do we got for you? We got this beautiful set of glass chalices.
Let me see those. What is this here? He opens the box up, and you notice, D1, as soon as he takes one of the chalices out, you notice the top of the box on the inside of the box kind of flips down a bit. It's like, you know what I mean? Like there's cloth on the inside of the top of the inside of the box that kind of holds everything nice and solid in there. Well, as he lifts the box or takes one of the chalices up out of the box, part of the top of the cover, the cushion in the inside, kind of lifts down a bit, and you see there's a piece of parchment or something up in there.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is pretty extravagant, actually.
Yeah.
Gosh, these are quite old from what I can tell.
I'm gonna.
As he really looks
while
at
he's
it.
looking at the glasses, I'm gonna grab the parchment and quickly look it over.
All right, roll a. Let's see here. Roll a stealth check while you're doing it. I don't know if that makes sense, but
Stealth?
just are you trying to hide it? Hide him seeing you take it?
Not
Not really?
particularly, no.
Okay. All right, that's fine then. No rolls
Yeah,
necessary.
no real reason to. It's our box.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, there's not really much reason. Okay, so as you begin to pull the parchment out, D1, you notice it's quite a large piece of parchment, folded probably 4 or 5 times. It was shoved up in there for whatever reason. Do you want to unfold it?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so you unfold it. There seems to be a message of sorts on the top of it, written in some strange language. It is absolutely full of text. It seems to be torn out of a book, possibly. An uneven left side of the page is kind of unevenly torn. You can see somebody might have ripped it out of a very large book at some point and folded it up and maybe shoved it in a pocket or a pouch or something, and it ended up in the back of this case. It doesn't look like it has anything to do with the chalices. From what you can tell, it's hard to say. The language is unknown to you, but the page is very big and the font is very big as well.
All right, I'm gonna pocket that.
Okay.
Say sorry, I had some of my papers in there, but the chalices are
No problem. Yeah, of course. I'll tell you what, these are pretty beautiful matching pair of chalices here. Probably, they look quite old. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you. I'll give you 75 gold for the pair.
We'll do 100.
Roll a persuasion check.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my god, are you kidding me with my rolls tonight? That is absolutely okay. 100 gold. He hands you 100 gold.
All right, so we can get.
We're
rid
doing
of the
this
chalices.
persuasion stuff fast so that we don't sit here for 2 sessions and do this.
Yeah, no, for
That's
sure.
the only reason we're flying through it. Okay.
So we got this.
We're gonna stop here very soon, guys. Like within
Yeah.
the next 5 minutes. So.
So we'll bring up the cloak from the corpse. It's just like an old
Okay.
cloak.
All right. And that's just a regular cloak, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, and you pull it up. Oh, this is interesting. This also smells ghastly. What is this stain on the bottom here? No need.
Yeah. It's
I'll
just
tell
an
you
old
what.
cloak.
Yeah. I'll throw you 3 gold.
3 gold, sure.
All right, 3 gold. All
Those
right.
Actually,
Stains are-
make it 4.
I'll make it 4 gold. I'll give you 4 gold for it. He throws you 4 gold. Yeah, these probably maybe flip a couple of these if I make my way to Lurchwood. Hush!
All right, I'm looking around.
Hush!
Like,
Yeah. So, is there anything else in that bag of tricks of yours there? You got a lot of stuff here.
Yeah. What do you know about evaluating the value of just gems in general? Are you educated in that?
Myself, I'm not, unfortunately, but my good buddy Hellson over there, which you could tell when he says that he says that as though they've known each other for forever. He kind of looks at you. He says, yeah, you could probably go over there, and he might be able to give you a good idea. He knows a lot more about that kind of thing than me.
Okay.
good to know.
Trying to think what else we have to sell at general store. Not much. What do you have for sale? For starters, we're looking for some parchment and ink.
Yeah, parchment and ink. I got lots of parchment. He kind of goes over to the counter. I got parchment. You want thick, thin? I got ink here. Hush. Yeah. Here's a couple of stacks of parchment. How much do you need? You think?
Oh, maybe enough. Maybe 300 gold worth.
Oh, it's quite a big bundle here. A big stack of. Here, let me wrap this up. Get some twine from the side of here.
We'll do 500 gold. Well, let me think. Let me just think. Here.
I got plenty of parchment here, friend. As much as you'd like. I probably have.
To be clear, this is parchment used for spellcraft.
For spellcrafting, yeah. Yes. So. Yeah, I'd take 300 gold worth of parchment in it.
Do you wanna? Are you interested in a book? Do you need a like a bound book? We've got a couple of books up over here that I've been holding on to for a while.
Something for I don't know if you're familiar with the wizardly ways, but yeah,
Wizardly ways.
You know, something for jotting down magic in.
I'll tell you what. My brother, we got this for my brother before he left to go to the academy. I've had it for years. I've had no reason to have it, but here, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'll hush. I'll go ahead and I'll bring it out for you, and then I'll be right back. Just wait right here. You gotta goes to the back.
While he's around looking, I'm just gonna look around the shop if anything catches my eye.
Sure, roll a perception check for me, Ronan. You too, Brandy.
It's like Brandy and Griffin wrote in like, what the hell is this motherfucker hushing at?
13, nice, Ronan.
I've been so quiet the whole time.
I know you all have. Brandy, roll a perception check for me. We're gonna end it here very, very, very soon, guys. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a good spot.
I wonder if he sells any hush puppies.
Maybe that's what he's talking about. Maybe he's trying to sell.
Oh, 21.
I don't know. Is fried food a thing?
Gotta be.
I mean,
it's
fat
magic,
exists, right? So I think so. I think as long as
Magic to
fat
me.
has existed,
I mean, all you need
people
is
have
some
been
cooking
frying it
oil.
up. You just boil it up, right? Like, I wonder what
Exactly.
happens if we take this animal fat and we boil it. Like, I wonder.
Yeah, I'm sure these people will figure that out.
Get me some fried chicken
So-
on the bayou.
That's right, dude. Hell yeah. So we'll go to Brandy last. Ronan, you notice, more or less, just general goods around the room here. There isn't anything that really sticks out to you. There's a couple of really nice pieces on the wall. Like there's a nice cloak of sorts. There's a tunic next to it. They don't seem anything special. They're just kind of extravagant, kind of like they don't belong in a place like this, like in a bayou like this.
For a fancy dress party.
Exactly. They're kind of out of place. Brandy, you notice pretty quickly there are drawers kind of behind the counter. There's one that has a pretty large key hole on it. And right next to it, there's a stack of papers with a couple of pieces of gold laying underneath as to hide it from anybody who might just see it laying there. It's probably maybe like 8 or 9 pieces of gold laying underneath the top layer of paper there, right beside the desk, or right beside the counter.
Okay.
And you're like right by it. I mean, you're literally within arm's reach. You could literally just grab the gold right from underneath there, no problem.
No shit, Bricks, look over there.
As you begin to hear the footsteps come back, is there anything else you'd like to do while you still have a second of him not being here?
So I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna steal from the little man.
Wow.
I want to steal from the big man.
Nice, Brandy. Brandy, gain a point of inspiration. Yep. Gain a point of inspiration. Well
Sounds
done.
good.
All right. As the man comes back out that you know as Jas, here you go. Listen, I've had this. It's been kind of in a box. As he kind of gets out a big square object, D1, and he kind of unwraps the leather around it, kind of all around it, and you see it's quite a big spell book. It has, or rather, a book that looks like it could be a spell book. It has a very large leather band around the top that kind of looks like it clicks into a lock as well. It's pretty brilliant looking, pretty nice. He says, yeah, I have this to sell you if you know if you don't want to just use parchment. Here, I have a. This is actually an enduring spell book. Do you want?
Okay.
It's quite a
Yeah,
large
I'm
enduring spell book.
definitely interested.
He says, I could probably give this to you for 200 gold. We bought it for my brother, but my brother ended up not well, he ended up not needing it, we'll say.
Yeah, you said he went to some academy. What
Yeah, he was supposed to go up to Willowwind, to go to the academy up there, but well, you know how fate has it sometimes. Sometimes fate.
Did
Is
ogres
Willowwind
tear
the
him
name
apart?
of the academy or the town that it's in?
Willowwind City. It's in Willowwind City. Yeah, the academy up there is what is the name of that academy? I have it here in my notes somewhere.
All right, well, big deal. Yeah, I'll give you 2. Throw in like the extra parchment and some ink, and I'll give you 200 gold pieces for it.
Some extra parchment and some ink. How much are you thinking?
Well, enough to write out, say, 10 pages.
I think that's persuasion check me, please, sir.
Uh-oh.
Fellshire Estate is the name of the academy. If you want to write that down, it's called Fellshire Estate.
So that's for what?
That's the academy that his brother was supposed to go to, if you care.
Oh, Fellshire Estate, okay.
Yep, it's located in Willowwind City.
And that's where the book's from?
Yes. Or rather, where the book was supposed to end up with his brother in the academy. All right, a lot of info. Sorry, a lot of info for you. All right. Nice. Persuasion. Yeah, I think we could do that. As he kind of throws in some parchment for you and stuff here. He says, listen, you know, I hope this book serves you well. I hope it serves you, more than it could have, It's supposed to serve my brother, but I hope it serves you well, as he kind of gives you a half smile. Hush! Hush! Hush!
All right, what other, you have anything else, like, with magical properties that me or any of my, fellow companions here might be interested in?
Man, you seem like a good bunch. I do have, hush! All right, let me show you. He goes underneath the counter and he pulls out a little chest, just a little one. He says, I have these, I've been saving them just in case I need to take a trip, but it doesn't look like I'll be taking a trip anytime soon. The boss doesn't know I have them either, so he pulls them out from underneath and opens the lid, and there seems to be 2 greater healing potions in there for sale.
Ooh, 2 greater healing potions. All right, yeah, we're interested in those.
Yeah.
Definitely.
150 each for those.
150 each? Could you give us a discount, seeing as how we're such good patrons?
Maybe. We'll see how. I'll tell you what. What are your intentions here? Like, do you pass them through? Or are you going to be hanging out here for a while?
Well, we might hang out for a while. You know, get to know the town a little. You guys all seem like good-hearted townsfolk.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, I'll tell you what. We've had some heartache here in the town. I haven't been here long per se, but apparently there's a missing adventurer that's been missing for quite some time now. And I think they're trying to locate the character. Anyway, maybe you can talk to the boss about it. I think we can give you these for do 100 gold apiece. How's that?
100 gold apiece. I'll look at the rest of the party. What do you think?
Probably the best I can do, though.
All right.
I'd say that's a good deal.
We'll take them.
All right, 100 gold apiece.
Interesting.
200 gold minus from, I don't know, wherever you want to minus that from, whoever's using.
Yeah, I'm just writing it all down in the bag of
Yeah,
holding.
got it. And this is a very good spot, I think, to call it a night.
Yeah, sounds good.
Before, unless anybody wants to do anything quick before we move on here.
I did just want to ask him if he's
Yes.
heard anything about any ogres up east.
Any ogres up east?
Or
I'm
just
gonna
in
sort of
general.
cut in and go. Do you mean centaurs?
Oh, the centaurs.
Centaurs.
Is that what you mean?
ogres.
So I haven't heard anything about any ogres around here. I know they hang out near swamps and such and things, but if you're talking about the centaurs to the east, they're no joke in the valley, as they call it. If you're heading that way towards Lurchwood, make sure that you're vigilant. And a lot of times people say, as tribute, if you want the centaurs to know that you're friendly, that sometimes offering them some kind of a gift, a lot of times in the form of a cooked meal of some sort, like if you roast a pig or something, it might help. Anyway, these are all, of course,
Interesting.
rumors, so who knows, right? You don't know if he's bullshitting you, if he's being honest with you, Griff. You don't have any idea.
Gotcha. And we just had a bunch of bear meat. Fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, I made a note of it. Centaurs
Yeah.
like cooked meat.
So I hear. Anyway, you guys have a good adventure. Come back and see me again. These
Yeah.
robes, I think, are going to clean up nice.
If anybody in your acquisition of items to sell, you find any more healing items or potions, hang on to them and maybe put them in the back for us.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind for sure. If you're going to be here for a while, yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, we'll come back in and check in what you have new. If you could reserve the healing pots, that would be fantastic.
All right, well, hopefully I'll see you again there. You all have a wonderful day. As he kind of takes the robes and the, and the stuff that he's acquired and begins to go through them and really look them through and whatnot. And you all leave the store, the
Right.
general store, and kind of come out on the path here. Is there anything else before we end the session?
As I
I'll just
leave,
look
I'll
over
just
and
be
say-
like, hush, hush. See you later.
Gosh, yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Do you say that to him?
Yeah, exactly.
He kind of looks over at you, kind of in a weird way, and then goes and then like stops and turns his head and goes back in. Nice. And that is where we're going to end the session this evening, everyone. Thank you. That was fun. We will
Fuck yeah.
continue our journey and our shopping spree next time.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got to be 3 episodes to be considered a spree.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Perfect. All right, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope that's loading because it's not loading for me.
No, it's not, but that's okay. We'll end the
Oh,
session here.
geez.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone. There we go. Claps.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought in the bar with those halflings, I thought they said ogres, but fuck.
Yeah.
So they did.
Oh, the halflings.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was asking
Yeah,
about.
that was something that you had gleaned while we were doing other shit.
Exactly. I don't remember the friggin' centaurs.
Yeah, so I guess there was both. Yeah, the halflings were talking about the ogres. I forgot about that, and then the
Yep.
the bartender gave us a heads up about centaurs to the east on the way to the their town.
Oh, gotcha. That's where that came from. Cool.
Yep. So there's a lot of story tonight. Depending on whether or not you guys like I said, all this stuff is stuff you can pursue or choose not to or whatever. It's all just kind of stuff. So
Nice.
anyway, good times.
Yeah, all right, guys. I'm gonna stop the recording.
Fuck yeah, man. Peace.
Peace.
Peach. God damn it.
Yeah,